Welcome to AFH. Hey, sorry for cutting the video off. Didn't want to drag that video on too long. But, yeah, sorry also for not releasing a vlog last week. But I'm working on this vlog. It's the first time I've ever done voiceover. It's been a challenge, to say the least. And it's also nerve-wracking to do something for the first time in front of the world. But here I'm doing it. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to show you Artists for Humanity and all the things I do there, all the things I build, and it's a pretty great job to have. I feel very honored to be there, but also help to support the organization and inspire the new youth to be artists and know that they can do it, and they have some of the best creativity ever from what I've seen. A lot of them are way better than I am. Anyway, for not going on too much longer, let's start the tour. Cool. Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to Artists for Humanity. This is where I work. I work about 20 hours a week here. This building next door is being demolished. That should be an interesting project to watch take shape. Let me just unlock the door and drag my bike inside. It's a little bit awkward with a giant backpack on my back carrying my drone, but put that down. And here we are. This is the event space. This space is rented out to help fund the program. We have all sorts of events, from weddings. Lots of people have gotten married in this room. We have corporate events, holiday parties, birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, tastings, all sorts of performances. The space can hold up to 800 people. And it's one large room, or it could be subdivided into two separate spaces by closing off those doors right there or opening them up. You can go to afhboston.org to see more details about renting this space. Last year, Boston Lyric Opera had a show here that totally transformed the space into a theater in the round. The space is also an art gallery to display the paintings the teens painted in the paint studio. My job as facilities manager is to fix the broken things. I organize the disorganized and build shelves and walls and cabinets. I work on all sorts of projects here to help the building run more efficiently. These windshields here are a really cool way to do a railing system. And last year I had to take these down and reinstall them. Yeah, as you saw, I was doing that at the same time they were setting up for a casino-themed fundraising event. Let's head upstairs to the second floor. AFH is the largest teen employer in Boston. Last year in 2019, we hired 325 teens to work in the 5 studios. It's usually their first job, and it's pretty great. Here's the 3D studio. It's where they design sculpture and furniture, public art. Here's some 6x6 tiles that the teens made from collaging magazines together. They resin over the top of those. There's all sorts of really cool projects that are done in the studio. This wall shows a bunch of those projects. This one right here is along the Mass Pike. We covered the wall with sculptures to stop graffiti. And over here, giant flowers we installed at Assembly Row. I helped install those. I helped install a lot of the public art projects. And then over here is some other really cool projects. We also have a laser cutter. Here's some more of those tiles on a table that I built. Yeah, I love building stuff. I love fixing stuff. I love organizing stuff. It's what makes this job so perfect for me. It's only 20 hours a week though, around 20 hours. Here's a cabinet that I built for the 3D studio. Holds all their tools that they use every day and all their supplies. I didn't know I was good at building cabinets until I tried building them. This job has shown me a lot about myself that I didn't know. Alright, let's head through these doors. This room I built out late last year. This is the future metal shop. Built out the floor and the walls. Here's a clamshell cabinet that I built to hold all the painting supplies. It's a little disorganized, but I'll organize it soon. Close that back up. And we're heading into the assembly space. This is where the projects get put together. Here's some bike racks, custom bike racks that Artists for Humanity is building for Alston. We're using standard bike racks that you can just buy online and customizing them. We've also made custom bike racks from scratch. Here's a hardware cabinet that I built a few years ago. When I first started working here, we had a hardware storage problem, but I seemed to resolve that by building this cabinet. I head into the wood shop. This is another room that I helped build out last year. This is where all the wood shop projects get built. And chop up all the wood and build all the things. I love this Makita chop saw. I love the fact that the light comes in and floods the room with natural light. It's such a great room to work in. We have all sorts of great tools to work with. This is a shop bought CNC router. I still don't know how to use that, but someday soon I will. We have a saw stop, a table saw. Here I am cutting some masonite for painting surfaces. Masonite's so fun to cut because it cuts like butter. Alright, I'll do a more thorough shop tour sometime in the future. We'll head over to the office now. That's the first clamshell cabinet I ever built. here are 4 giant clamshell bookshelves that I built. AFH has a great art book library. It's pretty extensive. All these legs on these office desks I installed. That video was shot before the wood shop was built out. It's a really nice office though. Here's a challenging project that I was given. This painting fell off a wall and hit a coffee table from 2 stories up. You can see the damage here, and my job was to fix it. At first I thought, this painting's a goner, but I'm always up for a challenge. The first thing I did was I cleaned up the damage and glued a piece of plywood to the back to cover over the damage. I added lots of weight. When gluing, it's important to either clamp the piece or add weight to it to keep everything sandwiched together and the glue do its job. These weigh about 40 pounds each. So that's 80 pounds of water plus the weight of the paint is probably about 100 pounds of weight. But this is very important when gluing things together. I also clamped the edge of the piece to make sure it was nice and sandwiched together. And then I put a piece of plastic down to make sure it didn't stick to the table. And it's a little bit rough, but the next step was to add Bondo. I haven't used Bondo since high school. Yeah, now with some sanding, it's ready to be repainted. One thing I like about this job is the challenge that I'm always presented with.
It's something that really keeps me on my toes. I'm always up for a new challenge. I love fixing stuff. And now we're gonna head to the photo studio. This is where all the finished artwork is photographed. It's all digitally documented and archived. Here's a backdrop rack that I built. It's double-sided, holds all the paper backdrops. Also serves as a wall. I installed this anchor on the wall where they hang all the artwork to photograph it. I also helped the studio organize itself with the pegboard that's on the wall right there. And there's hooks for the kids to hang their coats and bags on. We'll head this way now. These walls, I was mentioning earlier, I built these walls a few months ago. They're 12 feet tall. Check this out. We'll just round the corner here, and here's more walls that I built. Yeah, I can build 12-foot walls and install doors. I want to give a shout out to my friend Fuji, who helped me hang the drywall. Let's head upstairs to the paint studio. Welcome to the paint studio. This room is usually filled with easels during the week when the kids are working. There's a little over 100 kids in the studio. These crates were built to hold paintings. I built all these crates, and they recently were emptied out because I built new shelving. Here's a time lapse from my old wood shop of me building one of these painting storage crates. And I built about 12 of these things to hold all the paintings, and they're now on the floor being sorted and eventually put into this room where I built out all the shelving, and this is the new storage space for all the paintings. And I customized this shelving with these metal rods to keep all the paintings upright so they don't tip over. Here's a time lapse of me building that. That was a fun project. I really enjoyed that. This room will be filled with paintings soon. I also build a lot of the painting surfaces that the kids paint on. You can see them on the floor ready to be put into the room. But here's a time lapse of me building those. Yeah, it's like making a cake. Yeah, I build all sorts of things. Anything I'm asked to build, I'll do it. It's really cool to be able to build the surfaces the kids paint on. Here are the easels the kids paint on, and these easel racks I built to hold the easels. I built about half of these easels. Yeah, it's really cool to give the teens the tools they need to make beautiful art. Here's the video studio. It's where they make all sorts of videos like commercials and stuff. I built this sound booth to help with voiceovers and other recordings. I'm going to end this video here, continue it in the next episode, because it's now over 24 minutes long. So just want to say thanks for watching.